I am rested. I've had a nap. Let's 10k likes and then we're going to start. I've got maybe 1 or 2. And no, it isn't because I've had some private content sent to me. It had nothing to do with that. That's absolutely ridiculous. But it's okay because we're not here for that anyway. Now, if you could just tap on the screen, guys, please give your opinions in the chat. And yeah, we're going to get into some reactions. What am I going to do? Oh yeah, I've got to... Do we do the clapbacks first? What do you want? Just want the clapbacks first, yes or no? Da, 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 da. I like to please the people. That's what you should want, of course, that's what you should want. Right, right, first of all...
Who was...
This... Right, so I'm not directly getting involved in the shit show that's going on at the moment. You know, as I've said before, don't bring active cases onto social media. People who say that they act like sort of like detectives on the awareness community. They're not detectives, they're armchair detectives. In awareness, the idea of awareness is to make people more aware of a potential risk. Whether it's educating people about online safety, things to do with Clare's Law, highlighting somebody with a conviction who's on the app, calling out racism, ableism, things like that. But, you know, so-and-so said this person's this, so-and-so said that person's that, and then, you know, doing investigations and shit like that. It's not the place. It's not the place for it, especially serious accusations. Please take it to the police or report anonymously on the, was it oh God, I do this every time, NPCC, is that right? NPCC website. There's links to stuff like that. There was links in my bio. I think TikTok took them out. But there was links on my link tree and stuff like that. Now, I just want to have a little bit of a response to what Delusive Angie decided to chirp on about yesterday, because Alicia was in the box trying to offer advice about this whole situation to do with signposting and stuff like that. And also somebody who's in the box talking about safeguarding and shit like that. I have a few things to say about people like that too.
That way inclined. You know what I mean? Like, it's just weird. All of this, people who are actually hunters or are, you know, about the factual information, they're the people that it needs to go to, not people like Jojo, who, like, that's crazy to say, oh, do you want a freeway call with someone who might be a pred or might not? That's...
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah. That's what I said. It just shouldn't have been fetched to you, full stop. If it was took to the police, like Nana said it was. Nana's saying she's seen the report. She's seen the... all the paperwork.
Is this woman, this Nana woman, I know I'm sure I've had her in my lives before and stuff like that. Is she an ex-hunter? Was she involved in the hunting team? I haven't asked anybody I know within teams, but there's something, I remember something about her name, her username, everything. It just reminds me of something. I don't remember everyone. I'm terrible. I forget everybody's name. Bonjour, Coral. But I remember her. But I don't know why. So I'm not going to fully commit to anything on that, you know?
Why didn't it just get left there, not fetched to the app?
Pearl, can I ask Angel some questions if you don't mind?
Yeah, sorry if you want to answer my Angel.
You don't have to answer them, Angel. I just think what's really interesting is...
Right, okay. So, I'm going to let this guy speak and then I'm going to interact, because I have people like this who come in live streams to do with me when I'm doing awareness and are very arsey people, and it really, yeah, I'm just gonna let it play out.
With the greatest respect to you, every time someone asks you about children's safeguarding, you shut them down. You tell them they can't ask you questions. You tell them to go away. You tell them you're not interested. Are you bothered about children's safeguarding, Angel? Are you bothered about children's safeguarding, Angel?
Of course I am.
So why can't people ask you questions about protecting children?
Because I don't want to talk.
Do you know why? And I'm not saying that this guy particularly did it, but what you have is a lot of people who have arrogance, who think they know better than every person, and rather than approaching people who they think may need education on a subject, instead they are arsey, abrupt, and say things like, well, what's your qualification? I've done this sort of course, I've done that, I work within this, I do that. Fuck off. That doesn't help anybody by trying to play top trumps with you know so much more than this person. Why not approach people in a fucking nicer way? I've had approaches by people in a nice way who've shown me things, taught me things about different things to do with awareness and where things to be reported, etc., etc. I've talked to other people about this sort of thing off the app and things like this. I feel like with some of these people, they come on and you're demanding so much from somebody who just streams on TikTok. Everybody who's on TikTok is just another with a mobile phone who has live access. They can sometimes be thrown into a situation which is far too deep than they expected they would ever be in. By being an abrupt dickhead, you're not going to get anywhere. You're just condemning these people without actually helping. And this whole conversation, because I've seen the clip, it backfires hugely because he starts to work out that the reason the lady does not want to speak about safeguarding and things like that is because she has been a victim of stuff. Do you know what I mean? I'm not going to get into it too much. And the whole thing is particularly triggering, and that's one of the reasons why it landed on their bloody door. They wanted help with it from somebody else. Me off.
To you? You're
me off.
Do you know me? Do you know me?
Do you know her, you arrogant fuck? I'm sorry, like, it's the wrong way. This is not the way to help people.
You're a troll. I've seen you.
I'm a troll. I'm a troll. I've run organised.
The reason that she'll think you're a troll is because of how abrupt and rude you've been when talking to her. This assertive arrogance about it. That's why she thinks you're a troll, because as a live creator, if we have somebody in the comments who is saying certain things in that sort of abrupt way, we're going to think somebody's going for something, somebody's doing something, etc.
Where I've been the safeguarding lead.
Angel like that.
I haven't attacked Angel, Nan and Nikki. You've come up and disclosed people's names in a safeguarding case.
Disclose people's names in a safeguarding case.
Am I correct? Am I correct, Nan and Nikki, who's telling me who to speak to?
I've only said people's names that are already out there, sweetheart.
So then it's, yeah.
Okay, but you have no idea about safeguarding.
Can I just...
Me. Yeehaw! Thank you, Katie.
Just say something, please, and then I'll jump down.
Yeah.
I'm new to all this, and I've come across
Coral, it wasn't an accident.
this over the last couple of days, and I was abused from the age of 4 till I was 16.
Careful what you say if you're going to come out with anything.
Oh, right,
like
sorry.
that.
Trigger warning chat. I mean, there is a trigger warning as you enter my chat, but still.
And I just think that it's wrong that the person who knew about this hasn't reported it to the police. And
can I just say it again? And I said this in my video on here, right? What would you be reporting to the police? Yes, you can report things like this. Yeehaw, thank you, Hitch, to like the NPCC, anonymous lines. There's different ways of reporting intelligence, exactly. But if you don't know the person's name, the person's date of birth, where they live, how do you report them? Also, what are you reporting? Hey, yeah, well, I'm just ringing you because I've had a voice note, and in the voice note somebody says that somebody might be a paedophile. Yeah, I've got no, like, evidence. I have no information about who this person... You can't, like... There's no easy way to report something like that. As you know, when there's serious crimes going on, the police won't necessarily take it serious. You can try and report, so you have evidence that you had an online report, but stuff like that would be reported as maybe intelligence, the NSPCC, and different things like that. If you were to ring 101 and say something like that, they probably would say, well, there's not much we can do, etc. Because it's just a voice note, isn't it? You know?
It has.
Exactly. The police would call it hearsay.
But then whoever,
When did I take it off? Oh. Yes, correct.
everyone else that they've told should
Nana,
also report it.
have you seen this police report? Definitely. And have you seen like how they've...
I don't know what they're talking about. Police reports. People being talking about Claire's law wrong, all sorts of shit.
They've done whatever. You've seen that with your own eyes.
Yes.
But the more
Nikki
Seen what?
police,
It has been to the police.
but
So if the police, and there hasn't been anything come of it, there hasn't been anything that's come of it, it's either led to no further action, or they've just taken no action whatsoever, or it's still an active investigation. So what the fuck are you on TikTok talking about it for? If it's an active case, why the hell is it on TikTok? Why the hell is it on TikTok? People approach me with stuff like this all the time, and they get told to go elsewhere, and then they end up on somebody else's platform bloody doing the exposure or something. It's like, imagine live streaming and be like, hey guys, I'm reporting this beast. Here's all the evidence I have for them. I'm sure they won't, prepare for, if there's any reports. I'm sure they won't be able to get their story a little bit straight, or come up with something, or get rid of devices, or delete evidence or anything. It won't give them the heads up. Like, keep your fucking active police cases off the fucking internet. Thank you. It's not hard. It's genuinely not. I know, well, actually, it probably is hard. It's probably very frustrating if you see somebody who you know is a perpetrator that is just walking among us, sort of thing. I understand that. But keep active cases off the internet. I mean, there's all sorts of ways you can it up. You can give people the evidence in advance. You can give people time, like I say. You can prejudice a jury. There's all sorts of things. Like, imagine you had a video that went hugely viral calling this person out, and then their defense argued that this video is everywhere and we can't find a jury who aren't biased by what's happened online. There's so many ways that you can fuck things up with this by bringing shit on the internet. Stop doing it.
I think that everybody who knows, instead of bringing it on here, should have gone to the police to report it.
Exactly.
Yes.
Debbie. And no one should have been assuming someone else has took it to the police.
It should not have come on here.
Anybody who receives a message about a potential PDF ring shouldn't be going to an Alpha Bear page to have a little chat with Alpha Bear's bloody, observer, and thinking that they're going to go away and investigate
She was going to Gloucester saying anything about awareness or...
Oh, don't talk to me, Buzz Lightyear, honestly. Don't talk to me. I've seen it, and there's somebody I'm going to be clapping back to in a minute who decided to join the awareness community for like 10 minutes. And what they would do is they would have a live like this, and the goals would be on, and they would ask to send enough gifts for their gift goal before they did their awareness live on a potential paedophile on the app. It's absolutely insane. It pisses me off. It pisses me off. Imagine the same person then has some of the people that they've exposed in their agency.
Nothing to do that you need someone looking at, then come to us. She said.
So what's her credential that she's...
I'll just say it as it is. It's Rickster. Get the balloon tax in before I do this exposure. Then he exposes, Dimitri, the melted candle, for obviously being in a relationship with a girl young enough he could claim child benefit for her. And then a couple of months down the line, which agency is he in? The ARC agency, of course. The ARC, well, expose you as a wrong'un and a potential predator while cashing out on gifts. Now I'll bring you in the agency and I'll make a percentage of money off any gifts you make too. Fuck off. Honestly, it's just fucked, man. It's all fucked. Now the cunt's dressing up in a nappy and wondering why nobody watches my videos anymore.
Talks about Alpha Bear. Like, this is why I'm saying, Angel, like,
I'll jump
with
down now,
respect-
but thank
thanks,
you
Jerry.
for letting me have my say.
I hear you, Angel, about, you know, you're being very open. This isn't what I do. But what I'm getting at is,
I'm glad he's calmed down because he came in with a very arrogant attitude.
why are you hostile then to anyone who wants to talk about it? Because if you don't do it,
Because,
do you not want to hear from...
Maybe because she doesn't want to open up a conversation about abuse because the lady has been through something. Why we're pushing it? Why we're pushing it on her? Thank you so much. Thank you.
people who do
I
it?
was a victim
Thank you. Oh,
of a fucking paedophile ring
And that's
from the age
horrible.
of
there you go.
13.
That is absolutely horrible.
And the police fucking shut it. They didn't believe any of us, and it took Tommy Robinson to get it to be fucking seen.
Will you stop?
Nobody's gonna, you know what I mean? Like, no, if somebody's gone through something so horrific, they're never going to believe, they're never going to trust the police again, are they? They're not going to have trust in the authorities. They're never going to.
Attacking
Nana,
Angel.
Nikki, no one's
This is not
attacking her. Would you
fair.
just behave for a minute? Angel, I'm genuinely really sorry to hear that you've faced that, right? Listen, I think that makes sense. That makes sense why you're saying...
We'll get some blue hearts in the chat for Angel, please. Yeah, well, maybe you should have approached this, whoever this guy is in the stream, with a more open mind and constructive criticism before you went in there and I've done this safeguard and I've done that sort of thing, and just maybe approach it with a less arrogant attitude at the start and stop pushing somebody on something, and instead try to educate openly and say, look, I understand you're trying to do a good thing, etc., etc. Maybe, you know, in the future you can do this. You can also offer lifelines. If you're such a safeguarding bloody god, you could offer a lifeline. If you ever have something like this in the future and you need help with, don't hesitate to come to me, all that sort of stuff.
I don't want to go to the police. Okay, so I'm completely accepting that. But Pearl, the reason I wanted to then speak was it isn't just the police. It is also the NPCC, who have a helpline that's anonymous that you can speak to and give information to. There are others.
Right, can I just ask, right? I'm not that people should be taking sides, but I'm not doing that because I'm too big, old and ugly to give a about taking sides for people on this app. But tell me how it could be a setup. I've seen this loads in the chat. This could be a setup. This could be a setup. For something to be a setup, there has to be a benefit. Tell me what the benefit is. Tell me what the benefit is, because I swear to God, I've seen it before, and I'm not saying the blaster's fucked up. I'm not. But I've seen it before when others have fucked up, when people are like, oh, it's a setup or it's a thingy. I don't understand the setup. I really don't. I don't understand that angle.
That you can then speak to who are anonymous.
Sorry, 1 minute, my Jake. Angel, are you...
But I'm open to thinking I might have missed something, so tell me, chat.
Okay, me baby, you can get back up, and sorry
to make the blaster look like she fucked up. Well, I don't think she does look like that.
About that. Sorry, go on, Jake.
No, it's all right, because, look, it is sensitive, and that's why I say my issue, Pearl, is not I have an issue with Angel. I don't know who she is, but there's a hostility to asking people about questions about when we're safeguarding children. And all we're trying to do then is say, look, there are alternatives. And I think it's
the way you ask. I think your intention is good, this guy, but you're abrasive. And you went at Angel, and you went at Angel there.
Absolutely clear, fair, that Angel, who has not been believed by police, is not going to go and trust police to have these conversations with. I get it. But Pearl, you can't go to random FYP pages or random TikTokers about this.
I agree.
But you know what, right, Pearl? Off. There's not one person, apart from Alicia. I love Alicia, and I don't... Correct me, I suppose, if I'm wrong. But there's not one person sitting in there, Pearl and Delusive Angie. These two have both run on exposures on people that don't like, just because they don't like them. They have done it. They have just believed people blindly about shit and ran with them. They have. They've both done it in the past. I don't know what they're doing now. I don't really, I hope things are different. But they've all done it. They've all ran with exposures, mentioned ex-partners, mentioned family members, mentioned XYZ. They all do it. They all do it. So like when people saying like, oh well, they won't run with things, well they'll learn by this shit. Like will they? It'll be in a couple of weeks, so the same shit will be going on. Thank you, Farm Girl. The same shit will be somebody else. It'll be somebody else. Somebody else will get an accusation slung on them, and everybody will run with it and be doing the same crap again. The people who don't like that person will be doing videos about it. People who like that will be defending them, and they'll all be monetizing from it. All of them. It's the same repeated circle. So if everybody says that they're learning lessons, well, the lesson has been taught and gone over and over and over again. It doesn't change. Nothing changes.
Agree.
I agree. Can I just also say, I'm sorry for what you've gone through, Angel, but I think because of what you've gone through, I think you've misjudged things. And when I say misjudged things, I think just because the police didn't do anything on, with your case, which I'm sorry about, by the way, doesn't mean they won't do it, on someone else's case. You've always got to go to the police about it. I don't think, to be fair, that Angel should have really done it. I don't think this should have been because of your history, Angel. You should have got involved or have had any, or for someone to have you involved because of your history.
I'm going to drop that.
Should we talk about Delusive Angie's history? If you, chat, agree with me that you've seen the following things from Delusive Angie, just put yes in the chat. Has said somebody should have been dragged around the kitchen in a DV. I hope you were dragged around the kitchen, laughed about it, said statements like, if I was in a relationship, I'd hit you too. Questioned DV victims, mocked bloody people to do with everything. Has members of PLM in a fucking chat, used to have them all the time. Interviewed a paedophile. The list goes on and on. Says she slept with her brother, her sister, her mother's roommate, she might as well have. She, when the fuck did this dried up hag with stained red teeth become a voice of awareness or reason? She is the worst person. And do you know what? It's only if she doesn't like you. Remember, she didn't like Miss Red, and what did she do? She mocked Miss Red's DV. She mocked the domestic violence she went through because she didn't like Miss Red. So when they're all sitting there saying, oh, we have to learn, we all have to learn, we can't just run and do all these sort of horrible things and safeguarding, well, it goes straight out the window with this one if she doesn't like you. It's as simple as that. So why the hell are we giving this person any attention or credit in this sort of sphere of awareness?
I do, finally, genuinely, again, Angel, I hear you. I think it's hard. Of course, everyone's got to have some empathy for you going, I have to ask people to bring this to me. I don't want people to bring this to me, and then I'm having to do what I want to do. All I'm trying to get across is there are alternatives, and if we shut people down who want to ask you about that, we're not going to be able to find alternative ways to talk to people.
Can I just say as well, to anyone who has anything like this come to them or knows of anything like this, Fact Freak is really good for signposting. I'm not saying he's the police, because he's not.
Definitely not. Definitely not.
But he will signpost you. Also, Jake as well is a legitimate person who knows what he's talking about.
Can I just say something? No one should go to anyone on TikTok, especially.
No, but people do, Angie.
I know, but can I just say something? Especially.
How shocked am I that Delusive Angie, somebody who I've called out for their repulsive behaviour, would then say this about me? How shocked? How predictable do you have to be, Red Stains? How predictable do you have to be? And it's only because you want to knock somebody's credibility because that person calls you out for your vile shit. Regardless of whether you like me or whether I like you, the information, for example, that I gave out about Claire's Law last night, and all that sort of stuff to do with signposting, is factual. It's true. That's what I do. That's what I do. So you've got to put that aside, but you can't, can you? Because you have to try and dismantle me because I call you out on your shit. It's absolutely clear as day.
Fact Freak. I'm sorry, but I think that man uses his status on this app to go at people. He's too much involved in the drama. He's not a pedo hunter.
The drama. And by the way, Delusive Angie, I've just had a paedophile convicted by the CPS. Not convicted, sorry, charged by the CPS, who is going to be in court this month for their plea hearing. So there's plenty I do that you have no bloody clue about, you absolute wrongin'. So if you see in the drama is calling out people within the drama community that are vile, then yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Tough tits. But if anyone's challenging that, you can go to my Facebook, James Hope, or the Fact Freak. You'll see we have a pinned post with the email confirming the CPS charge. I'm hoping, but he's in a court. I'm not going to say where it's happening, that maybe I'll be able to go and film the guy as he leaves the courtroom or whatever. But I'm going to be doing a deep dive on that predator when he is in fact sentenced, and I'll be showing various things that I can to do with the logs, different things like that, in an awareness type style, as well as putting this person's face out. I can't put this person's face out at the minute because I don't want to bias or ruin any cases, you know, because it's an active police case. Fuck me.
He's not a professional. He's not none of those. Do you know
No,
what I
but
mean?
he signposts. He's good for signposting.
If you want to go to someone off TikTok. You know, these peddler hunters are amazing that are off TikTok for number one, but obviously go to the police, but never on TikTok. They're useless.
Listen, I'm saying if people don't know
It's so obvious.
what to do with information they're given, or they don't, you know.
Who Alicia? She's dancing around. She's dancing around it. And here's the thing, Pearl Price. You keep asking me if you're off the naughty step, right? You're going to remain on the naughty step while he's sitting alongside Delusive Angie, and you're not calling her out for her bullshit. Because you, Pearl Price, and I like Pearl, you know, not repeating her behaviour from the past, and you are the first person when you're doing a live stream to say, get the freak in, get the freak in. I'm forever getting spammed messages with Pearl Price's live asking me to come over. So you agree with Alicia, and you are supposed to be Delusive's friend here, or are you just keeping the peace? So you should be correcting her here. You should be correcting her and saying, well, actually, I go to freak over these things and stuff, but you wouldn't do that, would you? You wouldn't do that because that would shake the boat up. That would shake the boat, which is a shame.
If they don't know what to do, I'm saying people that will signpost you in the right direction. There are different people, as well as the hunting communities, as well as someone like Observer. There's loads of people, but I do think things should straight away just go to the police. Straight away.
I don't, you know what, Alicia, I don't like these hunters on TikTok. You know, I think they do it more for glory, you know, for more for themselves, more for glory. You know, they're posting people's faces without.
Yeah, I've got my own opinions on that.
They're posting people's faces without being convicted, and you know, they're ruining cases. They're just a shit.
Well, she just said before that we should take stuff off TikTok to hunters, and that hunters are great, and now she's saying hunting teams are shit. So, Freya, thank you so much. But which one is it, Delusive? Which one is it? Are they good and they should be taking stuff to it, or are they shit? Do you know what I mean? Like, and all I'll say is, obviously, there is bad apples everywhere. It's fucking as simple as that. There are bad apples everywhere. Now, some hunting teams live stream their catches, some don't, and things like that. There's arguments for both sides. But what they don't do is turn up at somebody's door without that person ended up being arrested, etc. And I think people have a right to know when there's a predator around. It's that simple. It's that simple. So, and of course there'll be bad eggs. There'll be bad eggs. But that's the same everywhere.
But it's not things that need to come onto the app. So when it should come onto the app, in my opinion, is if someone has a conviction. That's when
That's what I said.
Yeah, that's when, and that's when, and then if they're on the app, you say, "Hang on a minute, like there's a man now. I can't remember."
Of course they do more than Delusive. Of course they fucking do. But Delusive Angie had a convicted paedophile in her box and that paedophile was sent money while in the box, and Delusive gave them a nice little interview because she was like, oh, well, you know, because the paedophile originally went in another box with members of Ghost Team, and myself, I went in at one point, and they weren't given a nice time over there, that paedophile, and that paedophile left. Also, the Ghost Team, the team that were doing it, they didn't have their gifts on when they were doing this, and also, like I said, the paedophile, they didn't really like getting called out, so they left. So Delusive was like, well, everybody wants to know, so they can come on my platform and tell a story. Insane. Why are we giving paedophiles a chance to tell their story while you financially gain from it? And what also happens on TikTok is people are curious. So when you're exposing a wrong, and even if they're a paedophile, do you know what happens? They gain followers. So while you've got them in your box, people are following that creator.
His name off the top of my head. He's got a conviction. He's got a conviction, and he's on TikTok. So, and that's for underage girls. So things like that, that needs awareness.
This is what I was saying. I can't remember if it was last night or this morning. Saying this is where I think the awareness teams come good at. Once they've been convicted, and if then they've got the brass cods to come back on an app where they're not supposed to be up, then to make such as them aware and let them do.
And that's what I tend to try and do. Not always, like I say, I make videos calling out people lying, calling out ableism, racism, any sort of hate crime, stuff like that. But I also tend to focus on people with convictions who have suspended sentences or are to be released soon and are in the community or on TikTok. Because the way I started doing deep dives was I was doing true crime content and other stuff, and people came to me and said, do you realise this person is on TikTok? I was like, oh shit. So then obviously I then started making content on offenders that turn up on TikTok.
But before anything's been with the police or convicted or anything, it should be going to the police and nowhere else.
Can I just say something, Mandy? Angie always goes against the grain. What are you talking about? People, I'm sick of, you know what I'm tired of, Pill? People always saying, oh, it's not the Angie show. It's not about you, Angie. I'm not talking
Just
about
ignore it, Angie.
I'm talking about, you know, these pedo hunters on TikTok.
Do you know that that one we had the other day? You know that boy? I can't remember his name. With
what an absolute wrong. And right, so I am... I'm done. I can't tell you how many offenders I've made you guys aware of, and there just isn't enough time in the day. There just isn't enough time in the day because there is that many. Do not trust people on the internet. It's that simple. Do not trust anybody on the internet. But the reason I did my content was because I found it absolutely shocking that there were so many people on here that are genuine offenders with convictions, with actual convictions. Right, now I have another video to watch. So little Rickster, baby Rickster, he's had a little bit of a rant. He's had a little bit of a ramble because his life isn't working out the way he wants to. You know, he dresses up in nappies on the regular and pretends to eat his own shit. This time last year, he had a restraining order against him by me to stop him from coming. Was it because he was threatening to come to my house and take a hammer to everyone in my household and shit like that? The fall off has been unreal for Rickster and Talia, and it's fucking great to see. And I would imagine that they're just desperately trying to start drama with any person that they can. And I realise that obviously by acknowledging them, that maybe I'm feeding into that. However, I'm going to listen to it while this guy talks about every creator on this app and tries to make out like he's some fucking saint and you should be sending him your hard-earned. Let's listen to the little whopper. And the thing is, mate, I think he's got Kick behind him, right? By the way, the freak is on Kick, if you're interested. But you actually have to have a community that will actually follow you. Thank you, Livewire. Thank you so much. You have to have a community that will follow you over to an app because they like you as a creator. For example, if you are complaining because you have 20 views on TikTok, how many views do you think you're going to have at a completely different social media streaming app where people don't scroll and find people? Thank you, Nita. Over on Kick, guys, we sort of have chill out streams and we look at evidence and sort of have a look at potential deep dives and different things like that. So, and I've been lucky to, obviously, the people have supported me on here incredibly, and then supported me on YouTube so I can do longer form content for awareness. I owe it all to people on TikTok. I'll say it as it is. And when I've got a decent following on Twitch because people came to follow me over there because they wanted, presumably, to see me awkwardly react to like true crime and different shit like that, or whatever we do over there. So yeah, but anyway, let's see what he has to say.
Yeah, I'm going to be live tonight. So yeah, tell me how that works, people. Do you know what I mean? Like, these people come in and want to be... Like, I need to know this from fucking someone with, you know what I mean, rational thinking here. You rational thinkers, yeah.
Sarah, I don't think you can upload pre-recorded videos on Kick. I think it's just live streaming.
I do not care what anybody says because I will stand the fuck up and know my shit, yeah. Some of these fuckers on here...
And when he does stand up, he'll be 3'7".
Right, slash people's faces, send people around to smash up fucking houses, mock the fucking dead.
Guys, once again, just say yes in the chat. Have you seen Rickster turn up to creators' houses unannounced? Have you seen Rickster threaten violence on multiple creators? Just yes or no. Just yes or no, like on this absolute whopper going on like he's some sort of bloody victim.
Right, and they are live pro, they're number fucking 1 in the rankings, yeah?
And this is all he mentions throughout this video. Views, money, rankings, that's all he cares about. And
this is what they've done, and they're still doing it with hundreds of people in there. Kicking doors off, smashing up cars and houses. You know what I mean? Scarring people's faces, mocking the dead. And the worst, yeah? And then you've got people saying that they've slept with their own dad, slept with their own brother, slept with a dog, racist in a fucking PDF gang, and in the fucking system, get supported, bully their own mum, bully their mum to fuck, pissed at 50. Got another woman who's a racist fucker, selfish, self-indulgent.
Like, but where's the difference? Where's the difference with him? That's what I don't get.
No compassion in the 60s, mean as fuck, don't care about anyone but herself, mocks everyone, yeah, you know what I mean?
Can we all just see the jealousy, the absolute jealousy? I don't know why creators think it's a good sort of idea to sit here and go, you guys don't watch me enough. You guys don't send me enough money. You guys don't follow me. You guys don't like my content enough. I think this is fucking terrible. It's as fucking cringe as when you scroll through TikTok and you got people on doing battles and they're going, come on team, we can snipe, we can do all this. And they've got like 10 viewers. And they're not even doing anything. There's no conversation happening between two people. They're just going, come on team, come on. I know we can do this. Shut the fuck up, will you? Honestly, it's all, you can just see, it's green eyes with this fuck.
You know what I mean? And then you've got fucking another fucking fella, because he's gay, yeah, he docks his addresses,
What a wild combination there. Because he's GAY, he docks his addresses. I didn't realise, I mean, I'm not part of that community, but I didn't realise as soon as you became that part of that community, you just start doxing addresses. I really don't understand. I really don't understand. He's a smart fella as well, Rickster.
His addresses so women's houses get smashed up to pieces. Sends armed police round to people's houses when fucking the death of people's...
No evidence of that. You just said it happened.
Fucking relatives. Get people arrested when they've just lost fucking...
I got you arrested. Corey and I got you arrested, actually, you little old fuck. And I've got the emails to prove it. I can put them out. Well, I've already put them out, haven't I? I've already put them out. You were arrested and you were questioned about what you'd done with Corey and what you'd done with me. I was informed you were arrested in the morning. And I would have to look at my emails, but in the morning. And then Corey was told in the afternoon. And Corey reached out to me and said, oh, I've had him arrested. And I said, oh shit, yeah, actually... I got that email several hours ago. So he was just held in custody and questioned about both things. Idiot. And you don't get arrested for doing nothing. You threatened to kill me and my family, including my children. And you did whatever you did with Corey. what was it, hate crimes and stuff like that, and threatening, all this sort of shit. This is your action.
Parents and fucking brothers, and laugh about it, and the people are laughing with them. And then you've got another fucker on here, sort of thousands of people who fucking flaunts a fucking grandchild over the app. Fucking the dog nearly rifles the kid up. Fucking racist the fuck. Goads people.
Talia, do you know what? Talia can just f off. I'm going to speak about Talia because in this screen recording, there's a moment coming up where they talk about somebody, and I didn't know who they were talking about, and then Talia put it in the comments. And it turns out they're trying to talk about me. This is going to be interesting because Talia, let's face it, you are shit, Talia. You know, and maybe your talent is like half decent. There's plenty better singers out there, let's face it. But usually people enjoy a creator, a musician, because they connect with their personality nowadays. Think of people like Youngblood. Think of, oh God, what's the other guy? Like Lewis Capaldi, you know, goes on stage struggling with his, you know, being able to speak, and the whole crowd sings in his place and stuff like that. Because these are big creators that people connect with, not just because they're good musicians, but because they've got a great personality. You have a shit personality. You've said so many transphobic things, so many homophobic things. You're just an absolutely horrible twat. And maybe some of these agencies that want nothing to do with you and producers, maybe they've had a look on TikTok and had a look at what your online presence is and how marketable you actually are as a Christian singer when there's a whole playlist on my bloody channel of you being transphobic.
Fucks people's mental health, mentions people self-harming and and none of yous, right, say fuck all to them. But why do I get the hate when they're 20 times worse than what I am? And then you love to come in and say, oh yeah, Rickster's a bad one, but not a fucking thing out of their fuckers' mouths. Do you know what I mean? Look the other fella as well, goes out and tries to expose me, and he's got two convictions, right? You know what I mean? And two fucking
Hang about, right, so this prick is talking about me. Mods, can you confirm in the chat? I hope you remember. You've seen my ACRO. An ACRO is PNC. It's PNC, so it's a record of everything that the police hold on you on the police national computer. It shows convictions, spent convictions, NFAs. I've shared my ACRO with my mod team. There's nothing in my ACRO. There's absolutely nothing. It's quite common practice within hunting teams to do ACROs. I've done an ACRO because sometimes I work with teams and stuff like that, and it's a recent ACRO as well. Oh, there we go, Sheriff Hunter, pin him. There we go. It's quite a common thing. So this little weasel sitting there saying that I've got convictions. I have zero convictions against me, you prick. And then he's going to go on, Talia's going to go on in the comments, and he's going to go on to say something which I could only have if I had a conviction.
Things in place, yeah, that he can't be around certain women. He's not allowed to be around fucking women. He's got two
not allowed around women.
Non-molestations orders on him, and you will.
No, I haven't. What are you talking about? You've been listening to Aisha Auckland, Way Too Feisty, The Slug too much, ain't you? You're still listening to that idiot. Imagine I had police at my door because I called Aisha Auckland a bed slug because she's lazy, slimy and fat and a lying piece of shit, right? And that's how I feel about her. By the way, Rickster, that was recently NFA'd, all right? So I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. I have nothing against me at all. Prove it. Idiot.
Watch his exposures and think he's great. You've got two fucking...
I don't think I'm great, but did he just say you think he's great? Is somebody got the little green eyes there, Rickster? Somebody got the little green eyes, has he? It's because you've got no personality, you little doormat. You've got no personality. Nobody gives a about you. You've tried to reinvent yourself. God only knows how many times. First of all, you started by, you know, dating EQ, then pretending you didn't date EQ, then everything was put to bed with EQ. You now got with Talia. Knows what that's like, some sort of, I don't know, some sort of satanic contract that led to that. What else did you do? You tried to do awarenesses, but everybody had to hit those gift goals before he let you know if there was a paedophile on the app. You then started recruiting people who you've done exposures on into your agency. You've then started to... Oh, remember, there was a great moment where you said that Hitler was misunderstood. You said that you'd been listening to his speeches in English. You also said the Holocaust was a load of rubbish. You have... I mean... There's just so much shit. You're now dressing up pretending to be a pimp, which is just borderline offending. You're now dressing up as a baby and trying to pretend to eat your own shit out of your nappy. And you have 0 views. Nobody gives a fuck. Nobody gives a fuck. Maybe they don't give a fuck. You're not entertaining and you're not interesting. And because you've been on the app for so long, everybody's seen everything you've done. Maybe that's why. Because we've seen you throw baseless accusations out about people, and it just goes fucking nowhere, doesn't it, you little rat?
No molestations on you, mate. I haven't got fucking one on me. Do you
I haven't.
understand? It's crazy, man. It's crazy, yeah, that you will not come and support my live having a bit of a jiggle.
A jiggle? Having a little bit of a jiggle?
Giggle and joke. You only want to come on and goad, and the only time you're going to support me is when I'm slating everybody off. That's where you get off on the most.
What's he done for the last 3 minutes?
It's crazy that you won't have a bit of a laugh and a bit of comedy, because I do lots of acts, even if you don't find some...
A bit of comedy. Fuck me. Sitting there in a, you know... dressed up as a fortune teller because you bought the fortune teller outfit from Amazon, and telling a woman that you see STIs in her future and stuff like that is, you know, believe it or not, mate, not funny. It's just not funny, is it? Do you know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. Comedy's supposed to be funny. You're not funny. You're funny looking.
Characters funny. Some of
Were you just for men, beard?
them, you know what I mean, are decent, man, they do, and it's not me saying that because I'm not an egotist. Others have told me. Do you know what I mean? Exactly, big up low. So where
You have the same 4 people commenting on every video that you re-upload of your live streams in your little outfits, and those 4 people are all your moderators or in your agency.
how the fuck you...
Rickster and Talia make more money now off other live creators because they're in their agency. They sit back and they get that.
Yeah, there's some of you fuckers who are watching me now who are probably screen recording me, yeah. How the fuck do you give me hate but none of them fuckers are to get it, and they are worse?
I think some of the people that he's talked about do get hit. I've had hit. Everybody's had hit. Man up, you little bitch. This is just ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous. And it's all jealousy because he's not getting enough of this. Yeehaw! Thank you. It's because he's not getting enough of that. That's what it is. He can't get his balloon tax anymore.
Then the worst. I've never had anybody else who smashed up.
Well, this is it, right? Imagine thinking a great business plan if you want to sort of finance your lifestyle off social media. Your biggest gifter be your partner. Your biggest gifter, most of the time, in your battles and in your live streams, is either ARC agency account, which is your agency, or your partner. Who would have thought that sending your guys money and losing 30% or whatever the f it was, or 70, whatever the hell it is, was not a great business model? Would somehow come around and kick you back in the arse. Who would have thought?
I haven't. I've never had somebody scarred right down the face. I've never mocked dead people and women who have fucking lost kids and that, and start...
Who's he talking about with the scars? Do I know that one?
Mocking the dead relatives. I've never mocked dead children or made up AI videos of dead kids. I've never turned around and talked about fucking...
To be fair, I think that's just because you don't know how to use AI. I wouldn't put it past you to do something as vile as that. I really wouldn't.
Incest with fucking family members, sick and animals, and in a paedophile group. Never. But for...
Actually, Rickster, I told you and provided you evidence of the fact that Aisha Auckland, way too feisty for you, is friends with people like Frosty, Scottish Johnny. These are all people who were in PLM, which is a group that was called Paedophile Lives Matter. And I've shown you evidence of this on Instagram. We messaged when we were trying to sort things out before it all went off. I gave you all this evidence about that, and you still support that. So I don't know how. I mean, this guy, MZ, the rapper from Northern Ireland, convicted paedophile, drugged and raped child, right? He's on this app. I expose him on the regular. And that MZ guy did a video saying, the fact freak is horrible to me. And he put the video on his bloody story without checking. Do you think maybe the guy might have a problem with me for something? Oh no, he was just like, well, he doesn't like fact freaks, so I'll put his video up. It was only when I called him out, it was like, I can't believe you're posting a paedophile's video up who has an issue with me because I've called him out. And I've got the screenshot of that. I've got everything I speak about. I've got screenshots that can be posted.
For some reason, you support that. You support that. But you will not support me because I'm the most realest cunt on the app. Yeah, I might tell.
You're not real. You're sitting there with a Just for Men beard, dressed like a teenager. You are not real. There's nothing real about you. You're fake as shit. You've got no morals, none at all. The amount of accusations you threw at EQ for years, and then when you realised that you were getting buried and you weren't making money on here, you went and kissed her arse, licked arse again, and switched up to get yourself pushed out. You sold out everything that you said you believed in. You're not real. You're not fucking real.
Tell people to fuck off. Yeah, I might criticise trolls and white shame and say things in temper when I'm pissed off, especially when Talia and babies are being mocked. And I can be a cunt. I'm sorry, but I can't. I'm not perfect, but I can, you know what I mean? Thank you, Shelley. So why the fuck, yeah, when I go fucking live tonight, I'll get 20, 30 people watching me after 6 weeks. But
oh, he's not going to like it. Chat, just write how many viewers we've got in the chat. I'd never do this shit normally, but we're doing all right, Rickster.
You annoy.
We're doing okay on here. We're not always, but that's the way the app goes.
You'll go and watch some other fucker, yeah, sat in the room with red teeth, pissed as a fucking fart, doing nothing but shit a pants, with a smelly bed.
Says the guy dressed up in a nappy every night, pretending to eat his own shit. Absolutely insane.
Right, and not do any entertainment but give a load of gifts. Do you know what I mean? And that's not about jealousy or nothing, because she puts 20 hours a day and I could never do that. But why do you give these fuckers support? Why are you ready to attack someone like me who owns his shit and says, you know what, I shouldn't have said that, I am sorry, I apologise?
Hilly, I'm going to take a hammer. I would have taken a hammer. Thank you so much, Hilly. I would have taken a hammer. I would have gone straight through the door, took a hammer to everybody in his house. Look, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, it was wrong. I shouldn't have threatened violence on that person. Can you get me balloon tax in, please? God.
But them fuckers never apologise about anything. Their egos are through the roof. They're always gaslighting everyone. Oh, well, this is the reason I said that. And that's it. They're gaslighting cunts. But you want to say Sharon H wants to come in and goes, oh, it's your digital footprint. What
it is.
About everyone else's. That don't make sense to me. Fuck me if I was a peddler, a rapist, a fucking unaliver, you know what I mean? I was some kind of predator, fuck me, yeah? Because you half of my sponsors. But I'm the fucking probably the most decentest cunt on here.
Chat is Rickster, one of the most decentest cunts on here. I don't even, like, honestly, yes or no, chat, is he?
Yeah, is that what she does? This is what I'm saying. Look, I'm the realest fucker.
I'm trying to find something to show you. One sec. About him talking about Hitler. Oh yeah, there we go. Right, okay, so that should be in me. Watch this shit, right? Watch this. Thank you, Haley. Thank you. Like, this video, I uploaded this video to TikTok, but it got took down. It got took down, strangely enough. Even though he was okay to do it on his live stream. But I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you now. One sec. Well, this is... Yeah, here we go. Starting to make a lot more sense now, isn't it?
He'd know how to deal with the fucking ones coming over on the boats.
Wasn't Hitler the one with all the Jews out?
Yeah, I don't believe he did all that. Well, what I'm looking at...
Now, I've told you before this what was a wrong un, but let him say it himself.
Listening to his speeches lately, do you know what I mean?
From Hitler?
Yeah, and they reckon it was all propaganda and all lies about him. They don't reckon he was ever a bad man.
Absolutely unbelievable how much misinformation this guy is spreading.
He told them all. He said to the Jewish, just leave, get out. You know what I mean? I don't want you here. You're destroying my country, just like the fucking immigrants are destroying ours. Leave. I want you.
Talia Dean, his girlfriend, has a new Christmas song. Make sure to check it out. I wonder what the anti-TikToker will think about it. Oh my God.
Listening to some of his speeches, the guy was a Christian.
And fellow Christians, are you happy with the way he's going on here? So this is obviously desperate rage bait from a man who's fell off harder than his wig. I mean, what do you guys think? Am I right? But it's fucking insane. So when he's complaining about his digital footprint, there's shit like that out there, mate. There's shit out there.
Yeah. Oh, you know what I mean? I'm fucking probably the ones who... I'm the one who end up fucking wronging. I'll just say how it is. And then you get people be cheeky. Oh, you're wrong. Wronging for what? What? For what, exactly?
For that.
You know what I mean? It's crazy, man. These fuckers on here are wrong-uns. They ain't good. They wouldn't survive face-to-face. They'd never survive.
Oh, God. Honestly. It's fisticuffs at dawn. Piss off. Piss off. Do you remember live streaming from my local pub? Oh, hey. Tell the freak the whopper's in town. It's just one of the funniest lines. He was trying to sound like a badass. He sounded well like a whopper. I'm in his local pub. I'm here. I'm streaming in his local pub. It's Talia's back garden. It's Talia's back garden. That's what it is. It's Talia's back garden. And honestly, it's unbelievable.
For surviving.
You had to drive to Sunderland though when I took you to court, didn't you? Whoops.
In public, yeah, they're always fucking hiding in the home. They never come out of the bedroom half the time. They're a bunch of shits. I go out, man. I've got.
Guys, do you remember when Rickster sent that delivery to my door, and I didn't know who was at my door? Do we all remember that I went straight out that door? The bloody doorbell footage is on my page. I was live streaming at the time. I went straight out the door. It could have been anybody. It could have been anybody. I went straight out the back door. So that argument completely bloody fails every time.
Life. I'd be seen out in public. I have fun. These fuckers don't, man. They're the most...
You look like you're having fun.
Gruesomest, horriblest human fucking beings society has ever brought into the face of this planet Earth, and fuckers are supported. Look at fucking and I'm gonna slag a load of people off here, yeah. Look at fucking what's his fucking name, John Shields. Absolute wrong'un. Absolute wrong'un. I brought stuff to the telling he was a wrong'un about his.
Yeah, but you wanted everyone to give you plenty of this. You wanted your balloon tax done before you did your awareness live on him.
Sister about him going in court for us.
You wanted to make a certain amount of dosh before you would do the awareness live, before you would start it.
And he still hasn't been sentenced yet. He's in court for that, you know that. And I said to DG, don't have him on your show, man. He's a wrong-un. The geezer's fucking convicted, you know what I mean? He can't see his family. You support him. He was #1 in the fucking dailies. I thought, I can't believe this shit.
Once again, bringing up the dailies, bringing up, you know, cash and all that sort of thing, because that's what matters. You see, that's what he's annoyed about.
Ems bashed the life out of Marcus, beat the life.
And I'd say definitely, if you want to watch the prick, definitely. But do you think somebody ranting, telling you guys that you don't send him enough, deserves anything? Deserves even a heart, me?
She's elbowed him, cut his eye, she's bashed him around, she's pulled weapons on him, she's bit him, she gave him loads of that. She never phoned the ambulance when he had a heart attack.
Yeehaw! She
was cruel to a dog, but she's got thousands watching her, and she has made thousands on the ranking.
Yeehaw! Thank you so much.
Not naming Rachel Skinner because I think she's alright, but she hasn't been the best either.
I mean, you liked Hitler, so you're going to like somebody who dropped racial slurs on you. Kind of tracks.
Number one, what did she earn in one day? 6 grand.
Back about the money again. You're so well off.
You know what I mean? Delusive Angie bullies her mum. Horrible person. Slates everybody off. One of the most jealousest women across TikTok. Not a good human being.
Jealousies.
Supported. Pearl Price slates people off. Horrible woman in a...
He's reinvented himself fucking umpteen times. His FYP show, what were you doing during the FYP show? All you did, Rickster, was watch clips of people you didn't like and slag them off. That's what your FYP show was. And people that you did like who you could arse-lick.
60s, nasty to everyone, mocked, horrible to Rachel Skinner, bullied her, fucking racist towards Laura, fucking arguments on her own granddaughters. Do you know what I mean? Supported. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? And then you cannot wait to shoot me down. They're sat on 2,000 fucking people, man. Do you know?
And about the views again.
You know, it's crazy as fuck, man. How you fuckers, think. It's how you think, man.
He's calling himself out.
You hate realism, you hate the fucking truth, and I don't know how you look at me. Maybe, like I said, maybe I'll trigger you because I say it.
What's real? What's real about you?
It is a reminder of a past relative or a dad or a boyfriend or whatever it is, a sibling that you didn't get on with. But you do not like me because I tell you how it is, and I'm the first fuck.
Well, this is it. He said that Rachel's all right and Pearl's a racist, but Rachel has done plenty of things that you consider racist, let's face it. Okay, now.
To apologise. And that's why you fuckers don't like me. That's why you go around making up your FYP show.
Exactly, he says he's real, he's just for men beard.
Putting negative stuff out there about me, saying, oh, look at him being a big baby, look at this, everyone. Because you want to jump on the hate campaign.
Even your own daughter, in your words, has contacted you and said, Dad, this is embarrassing. Dressing up as a baby, doing all that. And instead you come to social media and you tell everybody, first of all, that they've done that they've talked to you, which is wild to talk about what your kid's been telling you, and then say that she's basically in the wrong, basically, and you're going to do it. Now, could he be lying about the daughter? Probably, because he's a fucking dick, and he'd just say anything to try and get some sort of attention, any sort of attention whatsoever to feed his little ego. So maybe he's bullshitting about it, but would you dare? I couldn't, like, if my children ever said something to me like that, like, you know, Dad, I don't want the, it would just be game. I'm not going to put my kids through that. Do you know what I mean? Put your kid, I don't know how old, and I don't want to know, but imagine people finding out your dad, is that your dad on TikTok in a nappy pretending to eat his own shit. Do you know what I mean? They're never going to live that down.
You know, when you're slating me, the other FYP hosts will slate me.
Should have never came on social media and said that she was embarrassed. You shouldn't have told anybody. You should have just stopped.
Jump and you go, oh yeah, we agree with your content because it's going to bring you views. When that isn't the case, and that isn't true. I'm trying to fucking provide a bit of entertainment. At least I'm trying to provide content. At least I'm going away at my own money and purchasing these.
Ha! I wonder how much these are. One sec. He's clearly getting them from Amazon. He's clearly getting them from Amazon. I think I just sent... I sent myself a rose. I'm in a gifting ring now. Fortune teller costume. Let's see if we can find Rickster's. Hey, there's some better ones on here. Rickster, you could have got a better one, actually. Full costume. Full... $8.99. $8.99. Although I do have Prime, I don't know whether he can afford Prime. It might cost a little bit more. Oh, Rickster. Honestly, he's not even getting the money back for the costumes. He's not even earning enough to cover the costumes. Okay, and I don't know how much Pampers are, mate. I haven't had to buy nappies for a long time.
Fucking outfits, spending hours on TikTok, yeah, to have a little bit of fun and make people laugh, yeah. These fuckers sit on their asses, bringing people down, brings to society, being horrible to each other, vile as fuck.
Isn't he always sat on his arse? Isn't he always sat on his arse? I don't get it. He's always sat on his arse.
Yeah, and they're getting paid for it. And you pay them to bring people down to their knees. To their fucking knees.
Well, at least it's not far to go down for your knees, is it?
You know what I mean? And it's beyond me, man. I don't understand. Like, imagine somebody sat there for hours playing your child on their screen, your son or your daughter, your grandchild, yeah, saying they're terrible, they're shit, they're no good, I don't like them, they're disgusting.
Imagine your dad dressed up in a nappy on TikTok and telling them you're embarrassing him and he just does it anyway. Imagine that. Oh wait, apparently it happened.
In front of thousands of people, and they've done it on your kid or your child or you. How would you fucking feel?
Guys, as well, if you're not following, make sure you are following. This is my main account for my awareness videos. I'm on this account for my lives for the next week, but I'm usually on this account, which I'm going to pop in the chat. So make sure you're following that one as well for me, please. Thank you, you legends.
How would you feel? But you know what you will do, yeah? You will pay a creator, yeah, to bring somebody else down who's somebody else's child, somebody else's daughter, somebody else's, and some of the fuckers haven't even done anything. They haven't done fuck all wrong, yeah.
Who?
But you guys, yeah, will support that until the cows come home and laugh and mock and think it's funny because you sat there with your sick evil.
That's what you do. That's what you have done for ages.
Evil thoughts and mind inside, you know what I mean? Absolute crazy. Hang on.
His top gift is Talia Dean, his partner. Does he not preach anymore? This is him preaching. This is the word of God.
Absolute.
He does dress up as a priest. I mean,
fucking crazy how you lot support that shit. It's madness to me. How you doing, Nanny Sam? I'm just making a point, Nanny Sam. I'm making a point.
What's the point? You're jealous. Is the point, chat, that Rick's is a jelly? Jelly? He's a jelly. Little jelly. He's... Fuck's sake. Okay, we'll blame that on the tism. So, is Rickster a jealous little baby bitch? Yes or no? Yes or no? I want yeses or no's in the chat. Is Rickster a jealous little baby bitch? Right.
And then you come in here and criticise. I could be having a laugh. I could be dressed
Well, maybe you have to be funny for that first.
up as Father Rickster, having a bit of a... Oh my God.
You should do some confessions to yourself.
I can't believe you dressed up as a priest. I can't believe you're mocking Jesus. Oh my God, this is terrible. But fuck me, when you was watching Father Ted and laughing on the three-piece, eating your popcorn with your parents.
You dressed up in an Amazon special priest outfit, insulting random people on TikTok, is nowhere in the same league comedy-wise as Father Ted. I'm but like, are you actually okay in the head? Are you actually okay in the head? I'm going to assume that you're not.
Or on your own or with your boyfriend. Did it? Yeah, I don't know.
Imagine Rickster thinking he's on the same level as that.
Why, mate? Was you bothered then? No, you don't. You didn't care when it was Father Ted was having a crack.
It was fucking funny for a start. Like,
Because it was a joke. But
hey, Vicky.
when Rickster does it, oh no, I'm going to take offence at this. You're not good, man. Big up. It's because you look for somebody to hate. You want to hate someone on TikTok. And for some reason you...
sorry. You can't see the chat, but Cobra Kane, who licks Rickster's ass, have a look on YouTube about Cobra Kane. Cobra Kane has just let him know in the chat that Rickster's ifting has been suspended, if you know what I mean. Oh, there's something poetically brilliant about this man rambling on about how everybody else is making more than him and getting more viewers than him, and he gets a suspension. He's fucking human.
Pointing at me because you're a sheep, yeah, and you don't like realism.
This will be why he comes off live.
You don't like factual talks. You don't like
They do like
how it is,
talks.
and you will believe
They like factual talks. They're right here with me.
somebody's bullshit. Somebody's bullshit. I don't know how many times, look, me and Evil Queen speak now. We're friends.
Yeah, she lied for you. You know, Evil Queen, who was on live yesterday going, I don't lie about people. I sent her information about the fact that I'd got an injunction against this guy, and she went on live and said it was bullshit. What an absolute load of shit. When her and Evil Minx were mates, it was all sent on to Evil Queen, and Evil Queen came on and said I was lying. That I was lying. So there we go.
Yeah, but how many times did she lie on me?
Doesn't lie though.
How many times did she bullshit on my name?
Do you know what I mean? And I don't understand what made them two switch on each other and change things up. It's fucking weird.
5'2", I'm 52. I wear a toupee. I'm this.
Okay, we all knew this. Is Rickster got just for men in his beard, chat? Yes or no?
I'm not. There was many lies told. None of them was ever fucking true. But you know when you found out I was fucking 6'2" and I wasn't fucking.
When did we find out Rickster was 6'2"? Sorry, what? When did we find out that Rickster was 6'2"? When the fuck did that happen?
52, and I don't wear a toupee and all that.
I mean, I don't know where this evidence is. Where's this evidence?
Even though you find it funny, I never heard any of you fucking saying, oh, bloody hell, Rick, sorry about that. No, you were still...
Where's the evidence? Is it because Talia marks your height on your door frame? You know, like you used to do with the kids and that. Just do that, and then you're going up the wall a little bit. What the f*** are you talking about? He could be selling just for men in his TikTok shop, couldn't he? Right, anyway, I've had fun. Did everybody have fun? Did everyone have fun? I do like a random little bit of a rant, a little bit of a ramble. I'm sure I'll have triggered a few different people. How upsetting. Thank you everyone who supported the live. You guys are absolutely awesome. Thank you everyone who's tapping the screen, chatting away, doing everything like that. You guys are absolutely incredible. Anyone who sent anything as well, thank you so much. Make sure you are following. If you're not, you're mad b****s. Why would you be sat here and not following? I'm going to bugger off. I'm going to go and bugger off. I'm just looking at Merlin, who's asleep on my bed. Right, I'm going to head off and chill. You guys have a good rest of your Sunday, all right? And, yeah, catch you later. Peace.